Are you about to send your very first shipment over to the Amazon FBA warehouse? If you don't want your products to be stuck in receiving, then you need to follow the exact information that I'm going to show you today as to how to prep your products to be sent over to the Amazon FBA warehouse. Let's get to work. The three-step map. Here's the entire Amazon FBA prep journey in 3 steps. Number 1, unit. We're going to be talking about what Amazon scans on the unit and what is the appropriate way to prep your units. Number 2, carton. How the box should be packed and what should be pasted on the side of each carton or shipping box. And number 3, ship. What are your options of shipping the product over to the Amazon FC or Fulfillment Center or Amazon FBA to avoid delays and to avoid any issues? Big thank you to the Eshopify fulfillment team who've been partnered with the Amazon Sellers Society since 2021. Excited to show you all these details from their premises. So for our viewers, what exactly is Eshopify and what is known as the 3PL business model?
So we are really the support system for e-commerce sellers who want to reach their products or their brands to the marketplace and eventually to customers. And we provide the link, therefore, between e-commerce sellers and their final destination. We are in the logistics business. We provide the e-commerce fulfillment for their products, their brands. We store their goods in our warehouse where perhaps they don't have a place to store, diverse products or numbers of products or products that they want to sell to send to multiple marketplaces. It may be Amazon, it may be Noon. Now, we have a warehouse base where we store their products. We have an operations team which then does the inbounding of their products, puts it up on the system where the seller is also able to look at it simultaneously. He understands exactly what his inventory levels are, what his stock levels are, what is coming, what is going. When an order comes to be sent to either Amazon or directly to the customers, whether it's the FBA model or the FBM model, our team then goes into pick and pack, picks up exactly what goods need to go from the total inventory, packs it, and we do the delivery either to the marketplace or to the end customer, as the model may be. So we are there to support e-commerce sellers with space, with operations, with a team, with delivery as well.
Now, before we get stuck into it, if this is your first time watching a video on this channel, hi, my name is Crystal from the Amazon Sellers Society and Sellers Society. We are a certified Amazon service provider based right here in Dubai and supporting sellers on Amazon UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, as well as Turkey. For step-by-step tutorials of everything related to how you create a shipping plan and a lot of different things that I'll be talking about in this video, I'll be leaving a list of everything linked in the description box of this video. But this video is a general guideline to explain to you exactly and hands-on what things you need to know in order to ensure that you can send your products over to Amazon FBA seamlessly and without any issues. So let's get started with step number 1, unit. Let's talk about an FNSKU. Now let me fix the biggest confusion that a lot of sellers have. An FNSKU does not equal a UPC or an EAN. A UPC or an EAN is the manufacturer's barcode. An FNSKU, Fulfillment Network SKU, is Amazon's barcode that tracks your inventory inside of the Amazon Fulfillment Center. If you label wrong, meaning you do not provide the FNSKU on each and every unit, then it's going to take a lot of time for Amazon to receive the products because it's missing an important label. So receiving might take a lot of time. It might not even be received by Amazon. Amazon might reject it, or it might trigger relabeling and prep, and that will be an additional cost. So this is an FNSKU. If you notice, the FNSKU is alphanumeric. This is the barcode that comes out from the Amazon portal once you list a product. And this is the barcode that we're gonna stick on the product before sending it over to Amazon. So Ranjana, where do we normally stick the FNSKU on each unit?
So we normally have the option of sticking it right here over the barcode, or we can find a flat surface on the packaging where we can stick it to make it easier for Amazon to detect it and scan it. Just make sure that you're not covering any of the instructions.
So where to find this FNSKU? You can find it after you list your product and you switch your product to FBA. Then you'll be able to download the FNSKU in whatever size you want, in whatever format that you want. Again, tutorial linked in the description box of the video. Now, I do want to remind you that I would recommend that all of these things, labeling the products, labeling the cartons, and shipping your products, you want to make sure that all of this is done prior to the product arriving to the UAE if you are able to. So your manufacturer should be able to assist you in prepping everything. If that's not the case, then you can utilize fantastic services and 3PLs like Eshopify. Let's talk about prep. First off, what if we're selling a bundle, like a set of 2? Do we send them separately over to Amazon?
No, what makes sense is to put them together, package them together, and put a single barcode. So it goes as a bundle.
As one unit.
That's right.
Perfect. What about clothing, as an example, or like in this case, bed sheets? Can we send them as is without any packaging?
No, we would want it to be protected and clean when it gets to the customer. So it would require to be in some sort of plastic covering or a poly bag.
Perfect. Okay, what about fragile items? Because a lot of people tend to sell products that are maybe glass jars or fragile in general. What would be the appropriate way to prep them?
Absolutely no problem. The standard operating procedure for us would be to bubble wrap the product because it is fragile, and then, of course, put a fragile sticker on it.
Step number 2, the carton. The carton, or maybe let's call it a shipping box. Definitely make sure that the shipping box is robust and able to handle all of your inventory. So obviously, you can't send the units without having them packed in a shipping box. There are certain rules and regulations of the shipping box itself. But most importantly, there is a rule and regulation as to how the shipping box, or the label rather, which we're going to call the shipping label, how it's going to be pasted on the box and how the box needs to be packaged. Again, you'll be able to get the shipping label after you create what is known as a shipping plan inside of your account. Shipping label versus FNSKU. The FNSKU goes on the unit itself, and the shipping label goes on the shipping box itself. Be careful if you add the wrong label in the wrong location or on the wrong box, then Amazon will not be able to receive or even track your inventory. So Ranjana, now that the products have been packaged in a shipping box, hold on, let me close it. What would be the next step?
So once all the products have been labeled and they're ready to go into the box, we put them in. And this is what we call a shipping label. This needs to be stuck onto the box, again, on a flat surface, no corners. Make sure it's not on an area which is going to be cut for the box to be opened. So this is where we would ideally put it, and it's ready for dispatch.
Step number 3, ship. Now, let's divide this section into 2 separate sections. Section number 1, you're shipping your products internationally and you want to send the entirety of the lot directly to the Amazon Fulfillment Center. And part number 2 would be, no, the products are here in the UAE or they are in Saudi Arabia and you want to ship them over to the Amazon Fulfillment Center. So in part number 1, you would simply create the shipping plan, send the carton or shipping labels over to your supplier where they're going to do the whole process of labeling the shipping boxes, and then your shipping partner should be able to support you in sending the products directly over to Amazon FC over to the Amazon fulfillment center from wherever you are shipping. Once the product arrive here, they go through customs, or in Saudi and they go through customs, your shipping partner should be able to take an appointment and deliver them over to the Amazon fulfillment center. Now, if you're thinking, Crystal, what is the address of the fulfillment center? You will only know the address of the fulfillment center, because there's a lot of them, once you actually create the shipping plan. Amazon will allocate an appropriate drop-off fulfillment center based on the product, what category you're selling the product in, and based on the availability of the fulfillment centers. Now, in scenario number 2, the products are locally available. Who's going to create the shipping plan? Well, you can technically create it. The shipping labels, again, you can paste them, or your 3PL can assist you with pasting them on the shipping boxes. And now comes the part of who ships the products over to the Amazon fulfillment center. And you technically have 3 options. You can utilize your 3PL if you are working with a 3PL and they can deliver these products on your behalf. You can deliver them yourself, or you can utilize a service by Amazon called ATS, which allows Amazon to come and pick up the units from your address, from a warehouse address, wherever you are. Obviously, this is allocated to certain locations in the UAE and in Saudi Arabia. They can pick up these products and then deliver them over to the Amazon FC. So once the products are actually delivered to Amazon, roughly how long does it take for the products to become active?
Typically, it's 24 hours, but that is if everything else preceding that has gone correct with the way that you have packaged the boxes, with the way that you have labeled the boxes. That is very important. It should not be lying in Amazon receiving forever because there has been some problem with the way that you follow the guidelines. And therefore, when we do our Amazon packaging, we make sure that it's done the way that Amazon requires it to be done. And if that is the case, 24 hours and you're live.
Remember, create the shipment, print out the labels, and then choose the delivery. All the resources and all of the details that we talked about in this video will be linked in the description box of this video. If you're looking for help and support in growing your business or even getting started on Amazon, specifically in the Middle East, reach out to myself and the team. We'd love to help and support you through our programs. You'll find all of the information on our website, www.assmiddleeast.org. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in another video, hopefully soon. Bye.